Hey guys, so I'm here presenting my storytelling presentation. I'm here with my friends Tyler, Lucas, and Brianne, and they are going to be my audience. Okay, so the story that I'm presenting, it's called There Will Come Soft Rains by Ray Bradbury, written in 1950. The story takes place in 2016. In the living room at 7 a.m., a house chimes. 7 a.m., time to wake up, as if nobody would. A few minutes later, the house chimes that it's breakfast time. The house itself makes its eggs, its pancakes, its toast, and bacon, all for a family of 4. A few minutes after that, the house itself takes the car, and the car drives itself to the very front of the house, waiting for the father to go to work. By 8:30 in the morning, the breakfast is stone cold, and at 9:15, the house chimes. 9:15, time to clean, and robotic mice all scurry around the floor with bristles for mouths and clean up the house. All of the wasted food was scooped into a garbage can because no one had eaten it. By 10:15 in the morning, the lawn sprinkler started going off, and what you see on the outside of the house is that the house is completely burnt. It's incinerated. The only thing that isn't destroyed is one side of the wall of the house, covered in charcoal. The only part of the wall that wasn't covered in charcoal was silhouettes of a man mowing his lawn, a woman picking up her mail, and a little boy throwing a baseball, waiting for a little girl to catch it. Clearly, we know that the ball never hit the ground. By noon, a scraggly, malnourished dog with sores all over its body starts scratching at the door. The house says, "Who goes there? What's the password?" defensively. Soon after that, the house recognizes the dog's voice and lets it in. When the dog comes in, the dog is starving. It's so hungry. It starts crying at every single door in the house. Eventually, the dog starts to gnaw on its own tail and dies in the living room. By 2:15, the mice come and they pick up the dog and take it away. Later that night, at 9:15 after dinner, the house starts to make a bath, starts to recite poetry, and lights a cigar. The poem that this house recites is called There Will Come Soft Rain. The basic premise of this poem is basically after nuclear warfare and we all die from it, no one will be there to miss us. Later that night, a storm hits and lightning hits a tree, and the tree falls over on the house into the kitchen window and falls directly on a stove. The house immediately gets set on fire. The house starts to panic and yell fire and tries to hose it out, and even mechanical rain falls from the ceiling. Eventually, the fire makes its way to the attic, where it reaches the circuit board of the house. Soon after that, the house is in complete chaos. The house is screaming fire. It's reciting poetry and playing music all at the same time. By morning, the house is completely destroyed except for one wall. And the last part of the wall had one voice remaining that recited August 4th, 2026, over and over and over.